Hello and welcome back to my channel, Men with Mare. Go ahead and go straight on into Lana after doing Snow on the Beach. Check it out. And I wanted to just give a little disclaimer. I've not heard the song. I haven't listened to her since the Born to Die album. I loved that one. You know, Lana has the same effect on me as Fiona Apple does, and I love Fiona. I really want to do some of her songs and introduce her to some people out there that maybe don't know her, the younger generations, but I feel like Lana is similar in the sense that her music and her lyrics are so genius, but they cut really deep, and it makes me very, very, very emotional. Of course, Taylor makes me emotional, but there's something different about it, and I can't quite articulate what it is. But this is her new song, A&W. I guess a lot of people have been talking about it. It's funny that it's A&W. Immediately I think of A&W root beer, like it's like an all-American food drive-through. So anyways, we'll see. Alrighty, let's just go ahead and go. You guys, I feel like this is gonna wreck me, and I don't know why. I haven't done a cartwheel since I was 9. I haven't seen my mother in a long, long time. This just makes me think of loss of innocence, but let's just keep going. Let me go back to the I need to stop stopping so much, but it affects me. Okay, let me go back. So many women feel like this. I felt like this. Yeah, I haven't been able to do a cartwheel since I was 9. It's not just loss of innocence. That's when you're a girl. When you're a kid, you can really wear anything and do cartwheels and be silly and be fun. But at a certain age, you get told, if let's say you're wearing a dress, or you don't have to wear a dress, if you have pants on and a shirt, if you do a cartwheel, your shirt might fall down. If you have a dress on, your skirt might come down, and you don't want other people to see that. It's like it is the loss of innocence in that sense, where you've got to cover up your body, because if you don't, then something might happen to you as if you would be the reason. It's not that those people need to change that might be looking at a little kid in the wrong way. It's that you, and I'm saying this like kind of sarcastically, it's the little kid's responsibility to dress in a certain way, not to provoke someone else. This is not going to go well for me, because I'm getting really angry already. because she's talking about the shape of her hair, her body. Is just like, do I care anymore? Like sometimes it gets to a point when you get to an age where people are going to talk. People are going to suggest things about you. So it's like, what's it matter? Why don't I just wear whatever I want to wear? But there's like a really sad element to this. It sounds like she's at a point where she's like giving up on the idea that we've been fed that maybe there can be true love. This is the polar opposite at the moment of Snow on the Beach. I just had so many good feelings and now I am like wanting to hurt someone. Okay. This is what Lana does to me. This is what I was trying to talk about. Okay. Okay, let's keep going. Watching Diary of a Teen, whatever, and wondering what went wrong. It's like, yeah, we were fed a lie since we were young. Like, she should have been watching Forensic Files so she could know how messed up people's minds could actually be, and that she should have had a better understanding of that. But instead, she was watching Diary of a Teenage Girl or whatever it is, and it was like, that's not actually how it's going to be for you, for most women. Okay, let me go back just a little bit. I gotta stop again. Because it's that idea that women or girls, that they're actually the ones that have the problem, that young girls or women are the princess who should be held up, or they're divisive, or something at the same time. It's kind of like the Madonna complex I've talked about before. They're asking, why is she like this? It's again pointing the finger at the wrong person. Breathe. Yes, please. Light, sunshine, come in. I need it. Get out the darkness of the world that she's speaking to. A&W, American Horror, A&W, All-American Drive-Through, which drive-through can have a really dark sexual connotation to person she's talking about is doing to her, or that she's doing willingly. It sounds like she's consenting. She's like, I'm going to give in because no one's really going to love me. I'm just an American Horror. She's been made to feel that way. It's kind of like sex is meaningless. It's lost. It's not connected to love anymore. And that's the experience of being an American Horror. Like you're desensitized by it. Damn. Yeah. Look at my hair, look at my face, the shape of my body. It's that idea that women are to blame if they wear skimpy clothing or if they have a certain body type. This, I will be honest, this is very triggering for me because of my body, because I developed very, very early on. I had a breast reduction at 17 years old. And I look back now and I kind of can't believe that I was able to do that, but I wanted it so bad. And whenever I get something in my head, I'm gonna do what I want because I mean, the first memory I have, and I finally realized that my body had changed and that I remember looking at a magazine in like a grocery store or Walmart or someplace and adult like a an older man was staring at me and looking at me, and it wasn't a normal look like I had been used to. It was one that sent a chill up my spine and in my body, and I remember wanting to like shift my shirt to cover myself up more, and I felt shame. Like I felt ashamed of my body, and it was in that moment that it clicked for me, and I think I was probably only 12 that I was like, oh, my body's a problem. Like someone's gonna do something to me. Someone's seeing me in that light and having, this is an old man, probably 50s. And I was young and I felt so ashamed of my body. People looked at me at school. It was all that people saw were my breasts, and I hated it and I despised them. And I remember I golfed at one time in high school. And I remember one of the people out on the golf course calling my dad and saying, like, your daughter wears her shorts are too short for the golf for to be golfing. And I had, where you're supposed to like they should be as long as your middle finger, like when you put your arms down. I made sure that they were. And said referenced something about my chest, and I'm like, I am so sorry that my body that I have no control over excites you or makes you think gross thoughts or makes you uncomfortable. But it was like there was no sense or any awareness that that person should take accountability. It was like she's doing something wrong, she needs to be covered up. And yeah, at 17, I had just turned 17, and I had had that surgery over a winter break. And when I came back, people were shocked at my school because I looked like a totally different person. Um, but I just I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it anymore. I hated how breasts made me feel. It was unwanted attention, the comments, and just I went from being somebody that was perceived as like smart and nice and whatever, when it was just like, oh, did you get a look at Meredith? Like, whoa, somebody really grew over the summer. Like so many just like nasty, awful, you can only imagine things said. So when I hear her say, so it's like, if I told you I was raped, would you think anybody would believe me? They would think I asked for this because look at my hair, look at the shape of my body. It's always presented as if that's the problem. But the real problem is, why does your mind go there? Why are you aroused by it? Why should the person change when really the person who's offended by it or has a problem with it should change? So she's saying, oh geez, I won't testify. I already fucked up my story. Because that's the thing. This is why sexual assault survivors don't come forward. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. There's this concept of like either you're perfect or you're imperfect when it comes to being a victim of sexual assault. So it's like you either go and you testify and you go through that process, or it probably didn't happen because you're not trying to file charges. When so many people that have been affected by sexual assault, it's re-traumatizing when they do go through that process because a lot of people don't believe them and they have to tell their story again. They have to deal with it not being believed. And sometimes it's just not worth it to go through that. I mean, sometimes it's just not. I mean, I've worked with people who like that was the better choice for them. That was the best choice for them, not to pursue any legal charges because of how much it would affect their mental health if they did it. So people who actually do come forward, it's really hard. And the other person, typically the man, but I don't want to have stereotype it completely, but they're the ones that their story isn't really, really, really examined. It's the person who was raped. If you have any holes in your story, they're going to look for them to be able to say, no, couldn't have happened. She couldn't remember that correctly. When if you understand trauma, you know that your memory is affected and that memories can come back at different times. And that's why stories might change, but that's not even considered. Okay. Let's keep going.
So many other things you can't believe. Did you know saying I can still be looking like a side piece in 33? Got the shower turned down the backbeat, puts the shower on while he calls me. Sings out the bed door to me. I'm invisible, look how you hold me. I'm invisible, I'm invisible.
Oh man, can you still be a side piece at 33? I think that either this is a married man or somebody in a relationship who is maybe cheating with her and she feels as invisible as the person's making her feel. It's so funny, 33 is still so young, but once we're past 30, then we're ancient. And it's kind of true that the older that we get, women in their 50s, 60s, it seems as if they become invisible. So I think that she's kind of talking about the age part of it too. Like she's invisible because maybe she's just a body, she's just a sex object, that's how she feels. But it's like, how can you at 33 be one? She's saying that God's a charlatan, so somebody who is really just like a quack, a person that's going to deceive you with false claims. So maybe this is like a religion piece around virginity or something, but she's saying like, she's got to leave God. Like this didn't lead me down the right path, so like don't look back, babe. Don't look back. Like don't look back. I don't know.
Someone to love me anymore. Okay. Now this is the experience of being an American whore. It's not about having someone to love me anymore. Now this is the experience of being an American whore.
It's just me, or is the whole song completely changing now? Okay.
Jimmy, Jimmy, right. Jimmy, Jimmy, cocoa butt. Jimmy, give me high. Love me.
Whoa. That sounds like country grammar. Jimmy, Jimmy, cocoa butt, listen to me now. Light it up and take a puff, pass it to me now. Okay. Oh, that's also, what's that called? There's like a game that you do, young girls do, like that. I bet she's referencing that. Where you like hand stuff. I don't know what it's called. That's also something that could be referencing too. Like playing on that, like the youth of it all.
Jimmy, Jimmy, cocoa butt. Jimmy, give me high. Love me if you love enough. You can be my life. Jimmy only love me when you wanna high. Jimmy only love me when you wanna get high. Jimmy only love me when you wanna get high. Jimmy only love me when you wanna get high. Your mom called.
So basically, he's just using her. So whenever he wants, he only calls her up only whenever he gets high. Okay.
Love me when you wanna get high. Jimmy only love me when you wanna get high. Jimmy only love me when you wanna get high. Your mom called. I told her you're fucking up big time. Your mom called. I told her you're fucking up big time. Jimmy, Jimmy, right.
So he's really messing up big time because he's doing this to her. He's not valuing her and he's going to lose her, I think.
Jimmy, 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 give me high. Love me if you love enough. You can be my life. Jimmy only love me when you wanna get high. Jimmy only love me when you wanna get high. Jimmy only love me when you wanna get high. Jimmy only love me when you wanna get high. Your mom called. I told her you're fucking up big time. Jimmy, you should switch it up. Maybe light it up. Jimmy, if you leave the house, find me in the crowd. Like Jimmy, if you switch it up, you should light it up. Jimmy, if you leave the house, find me in the club. Your mom called. I told her you're fucking up big time, but I don't care, baby. I already lost my mind. Jimmy, Jimmy, right. Jimmy, 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 give me high. Love me if you love enough, you can be my life. Jimmy only love me when you wanna get high. Jimmy only love me when you wanna get high. Jimmy only love me when you wanna get high. Your mom called. I told her you're fucking up big time.
Okay. Oh, whoa. That was really intense. Those sounds, it sounded really messed up, just really kind of like she's either high or intoxicated. Kind of feels like the upbeat part of the second half really gives me the vibe that she's just like, whatever, I'm gonna play into it. It doesn't matter anyways. Like, I might as well be whatever they say I am. I might as well just do whatever they want me to do because you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. It's like she's really good at heart. She has pure intention, yet she gets cast or treated like someone of the opposite. And has a relationship with the mother of the guy who's not treating her well. And women make excuses for men or their sons' poor behavior. It could be that as well. There's a lot that this could be interpretive as, but the sounds though, all of it, the feel, really giving me a victim of sexual assault. Well, I mean, she talks about it in there, vibes, and just, this is a powerful song. It's a disturbing song. It's a song that really should make us all think and really examine how we treat women, where the blame is put, how confusing all of the signals are. Feeling a little bit sick to my stomach, so I'm going to end here. Please let me know what you all think. Did I miss anything? Did I get the gist? But it never fails. Lana always does make me think a lot and feel a lot, and I feel very overwhelmed at the moment. Okay. Any of you who have had to deal with a sexual assault, I'm sending you love. I'm gonna add some resources for you down at the bottom. This song just makes me feel the guilt and shame related to a sexual assault. Okay, I don't have any more words. Everybody take care.